Good evening, and welcome to the Meticulous Talks Invitational on this day, April 25th of 2026. I am, as always, Cursed Chords, and tonight I have no guest with me. It's just me here tonight. That's okay. We've had a wonderful selection of guests coming through today, this year, and we'll certainly have some wonderful talent to be on air with me for the grand final next week. This week it's just me. That's okay. We will not waste any time with the conversation, with the banter. We will get straight into it. This is the lower final match. We have Smithers having lost to Bigcheese in last week's upper final stream. And we have Bugle, technically undefeated, though, of course, with the administered match loss in the quarterfinals, having battled all the way through the lower bracket. And with one last hurdle to clear if he wants to do the complete comeback all the way up into the grand final. Both players have, of course, given us some excellent matches over the course of the tournament. Bugle has been, well, honestly, both of them have been on a bit of a tear. Smithers, in particular, with his Yonabar list, has kind of been unstoppable in some respect. Fit Peak has just kind of been wrecking every opponent who stands before him. Bugle, with his adventure control in Capper, and also with his Grogar list, have just been also holding things down. So we shall see how this goes. For this match, they are starting out with Adventure. And Bugle is playing a deck that we haven't seen from him yet, this being his Octavia Blue list. So, this is obviously pretty close, in some respects, to Pancake's Octavia list. They did both bring Octavia. But there are a couple of things that are a little bit different in this one. Let me just quickly bring up Pancake's list so I know for sure I'm not. Okay. Yeah, so Bugle has got the outrageous outfit in here, whereas... Oh, no, sorry, Pancake's got that one too. Are they actually just the same list? Maybe they are just the same list. Oh, maybe I was not looking at the decks properly. Maybe they are just the same list. Well, okay. Fair enough. But the main thing to watch out for, we of course know how Octavia does the power boosts, does the likes to have lots of cards entering play. That's why she loves the new Misty from Tales of Light so much. But both these decks also have the sort of hidden tech of that rarity that I've got on screen there. Rarity, Charity the Crown, with the ability to use either Outrageous Outfit or Rainbow of Light to potentially score quite a few points. That's the big trick that you have to watch out for. Now, in this case, he's going to be playing up against Smithers with the Seleno deck, which means, because Seleno runs Tempest Shadow and Cerberus, there's the age-old question that always is with Octavia, right? She's amazing looking at an open board, but what do you do about troublemakers? It's always the question with Octavia decks. In this case, we have a dilemma in T-Rex Reign of Terror. We have a couple of hasty cards in Rainbow Dash and Mullet and Cybernetic Limb Actuator. But those are definitely the keys. If there are troublemakers down, it's I believe we saw that when Pancake played Octavia. The ability to deal with troublemakers is not always necessarily so full. Now over with Smithers' Soleno deck, we've seen him play it a couple times over the course of the tournament so far. This is a broadly standard Soleno deck. As I mentioned, Tempest, Cerberus. You have a little bit of blue purple to bank up a lot of AT, and over time, you can be extremely efficient in just flipping your main. 2 points for 2 AT, actually better than that, given that finding your magic is going to be opening problems. So long as that one is still in play, it's going to be. You actually get 2 AT back, so it's broadly free in some respects. You know, you have to do a little bit of extra work to get Selena back to her start side, so it's not quite free, but it's pretty close. And you've also got, as I've sort of highlighted over on the right there, some good disruption. Well, limited, but a key Rutherford here and there against Octavia's natural tendency to have lots of power boosts on individual friends. A single piece of disruption can be much more effective, and the how about yous are a big one to watch out for, because if Octavia gets back to her start side, it can be a real pain flipping her again. Octavia decks tend to run high bonus, relatively hard to confront problems, and so and confronting them without the power that the main provides is often difficult. So how about use a big one to watch out for? And then on even ground as well, I think Octavia decks, they tend to go for the big DFO turns, which sometimes requires banking AT. And on even ground, of course, says you can't do that. So seems like it could be pretty useful as well. So, after I take a quick swig of water here, we can get on to the action.
I got a 5.
Okay.
Going first, between these two decks, likely to be not unimportant.
It's just a 5 with an extra number in front.
Yeah.
Whoever can secure the initiative.
First or second.
I guess I get to go first.
If that's what you want.
Yep.
Smithers will be taking that first. Opening hand on Smithers' side is okay, I guess. It's got blue entry. You'd prefer to have a Tempest, maybe, but it's playable at the very least. Bugle side, well, aside from Sunday, there isn't anything to do, so pretty sure he'll be mulling that.
Probably not.
Me either.
It's mulligan.
Alright, that's better for Smithers, I would say. Got a lustered on if you are both ready to start. Of course, he doesn't have to worry about
Yep.
requirement in blue.
Alright.
On Bugle side, actually isn't particularly good on Bugle side, though. Got the Twitch, but nothing else really to do. I guess he's gonna have. Well, Twitch gives him the right to play Limb Actuator, I suppose.
Turn over.
Oh, cool.
One back and pass.
Okay. I'll gain 4.
You're right.
I just assumed he the correct number of points.
Yeah, I mean, you've taken the action tokens according to 2 points. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a way to get your opponent. Judge, my opponent scored more AT because I intentionally didn't take a point. Let's pay 1 for Twitch. This is obnoxious. One.
Mm-hmm.
We'll move Twitch, exhaust Twitch.
Twitch does at least have that AT savings of being able to get your
And
main up to the problem quick. But yeah, Bugle needs...
Okay.
Well, I suppose he could use that
Oh.
limb actuator just for the confront. It doesn't have enough AT for it right now. Still feels bad. But, yeah. Once you get Octavia flipped, everything will feel better, I suppose.
Pay 3. Flush dash.
Sure.
The plushie dash is a
Come to
bit...
the front.
Yep.
That's an interesting one from Smithers. Because he
Ready?
could just as easily have played
Ready?
Lusterdawn over to
Ready?
his
for
Finding
turn.
Your Magic. He had enough AT for that.
Sure.
But opts to throw
Well,
out the...
I don't like it,
right
but
here.
you gotta do what you gotta do.
That's
Let's give Twitch some wings.
true.
Goreface.
Sure. You're flying rabbit. You got it.
Confront, flip, pass.
And so there we go. Well,
And face off.
be a face off, yes.
Right. Sure.
Presumably.
I believe I win.
Yes. You have the bigger friend.
They go.
Foolish argument. I think I mentioned last week. It's tended to be one of the big deciding problems of this tournament. In this case, that's going to throw a wrench in any of Smithers' plans to
Go to me.
DFO.
Yep.
And present a lot of bonus points
Three,
to
and
Bugle.
draw.
You
I'm gonna
pass.
pass.
Gain 3. Draw a card for turn. Okay. If my math, or maths in your case, are correct, this should be a very profitable turn. Yeah. Okay. We are going to exhaust 2 characters and pay 2 for Misty Bright Dawn.
Misty is, of course, so good for Octavia because
I think this
you process
is the better
Misty's
way.
triggers
Yeah.
first to allow all of Octavia's triggers to apply properly.
Do it like this. So, these are not counters. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13.
Oh yes, and that is one card.
14, 15.
Basically gets them all the way to Unity 15.
We've got a bunch of triggers. Trigger number 1 will be that. Trigger number 2 will be this.
This is going to be...
And then trigger
quite
number
the turn.
3 will be 1, 2, 3. No response to that, I assume.
Nope.
Pay 1. We will swift Twitch to this problem. Obviously, I have a trigger that I can't process there.
3.
And go to score phase.
No, yeah. It's
Yep.
Fortunately, right just under
Attempt to confront Finding Your
foolish
Magic.
argument. So one of those
That's fine.
counters will have to be used to allow Bugle to confront. One less
How
point,
much power do
but
I have?
not that
1,
he's
2,
going to
3,
be
4, 5. We'll remove
lacking
1
in
counter and
points.
attempt to confront Foolish.
That's right.
Every one of those rainbow of lights is an extra point on this face-off.
Face off. Okay, I'm feeling confident.
Yep.
I'll remove 2 for 2 bonus. And then 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
Okay.
Well. That was 8 points in one turn. And just like that.
Everything comes.
This kind of stuff we left behind the days of Premiere. But not anymore, I suppose.
And Solano goes to here.
Okay, you chose Solano, not your main. Makes sense.
Solano is with me.
Or I meant, yeah, well, not Rainbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have one. I guess we'll get rid of this boring unicorn
Doesn't
who
even have a
doesn't
regular
believe
light.
in the rainbow. Yeah. Go ahead.
Suddenly just
4. Draw.
turning your main over and scoring 2 points doesn't look quite
2.
so
Property damage.
quite so attractive. When the
Sure,
other
sure.
deck can do that.
Makes a lot of sense.
Velocitodon.
Mm-hmm.
Where do I want these?
Even so, let's see.
1. Troublemaker.
Smithers has got some troublemakers, which we're gonna have to slam things down quick.
That one there. 1. Another troublemaker.
1, 2, 3. Bugle needs 3 extra points. Oh, he's got that plushie dash in hand.
Go
It's
score phase.
possible he just wins.
Attempt to Stone.
Yep.
Exhaust, except attempt to Stone again.
Yes. Believe that
Over to you.
works. Okay. 4. This turn will probably be less explosive. But I make no promises. Draw a card for
I think if it's
turn.
explosive as last turn, you've won.
I think that is the only way. Okay. Pay 1. Swift Twitch up here. Exhaust Twitch. Move Octavia. Pay 3. Wonders.
Dash. That's going to
2
be
power on Octavia. Move Misty.
confront bonus. 3
and
rainbows of light, so that
rarity here.
is enough.
Proceed to score phase.
If Smithers uses
Attempt to
the
confront
property damage,
Griffinstone.
Yep.
This won't be all the way.
Attempt to confront prospecting.
Sure.
Face off. Okay, I think that's game.
Where you are.
I believe.
I'm going to turn off one of your rainbows.
Okay. I will still score 4. No, Griffinstone's only 1. Okay, I'll score 3 points.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, game's not over, but boy, that's a hill to climb. If you're Smithers.
Rainbow can go there even before I replace problems, I suppose. That's good for you.
That's convenient.
Yeah.
And that's a lacking
ahead.
lesson plans, so even the troublemakers aren't going to be sufficient for Smithers, unfortunately.
Turn these over, and this over. I want to turn Tempest over. I don't think I can afford to, because I can't win this turn, and I can't. So, yeah, I guess Tempest gets to stay face up.
Fair enough.
I will gain an action token for turning over my main.
Oh, we've lost Octavia's power.
If you Smithers, yeah, without any disruption in hand, you gotta just dig for something, I guess.
Oh, hang on. It's lacking lesson plans. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah, I just noticed that too. That's a convenient flip for me.
that is rather convenient for you. Well done. I probably should have turned Tempest over. I still don't think I've got any chances. I might as well do some digging. Pay 1 or draw.
If you draw 2 Rutherfords, it's still improbable you can stop a single confront here. Yeah.
Yes. And one of them is
Right, yeah.
currently on the bottom of my deck.
Unless plans is just 4,
Yeah.
Bugle just needs his
That's why
main
I said 2 and not 3.
and
Yeah.
any one friend.
Go again.
And then he's got
Go again.
3 friends in hand he can play, because Stellar Flare makes 2.
I guess I should go 1 more just in case.
Sure.
It's not.
Okay.
I guess we'll pay 2 to turn over. And game 1.
Yep.
Sure, let's try a challenge with my main and
Misty.
well, no, let's go with your main just in case.
Okay.
I
Okay.
lose. And
How about you? That is something. As mentioned, flipping over.
I have 4.
Octavia will
I have 7.
certainly
Guess I win
help
Octavia is on her start side.
with 1
That's not bad for you.
That's technically helpful.
piece of removal.
Yeah.
It's still probably not.
Now I can't afford to play anything else, so I've got to hold this Rutherford.
Okay.
So go.
Okay. Gain 5. Ready. Oh, I suppose this goes on the bottom of the deck. Draw a card for turn.
Bugle surely has
Well,
a few paths here.
believe it is still correct to pay 1. Whoops. Pay 1. Move Twitch. Exhaust Twitch. Move Octavia. Pay 2 for Stellar Flare. Oh, that's right. That doesn't happen. That's not real.
Yeah. So now it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, yeah, he needs 1 more friend.
Yeah, we'll
Any friend
pay
will do.
2 to move Misty. Or I actually have to pay the 2 for that.
Yeah.
Scoreface.
So yeah, I mean I can frighten Misty, but that's not enough.
Yeah.
So GG.
GG.
Okay, well, yeah, sometimes that happens. That was about 20 minutes or so. Sometimes the stars align. Bugle saw all of his pieces get together to allow Octavia to score 8 points in 1 round, or one turn. And white decks, can do that sometimes. That happens when you have resources that can score points and Charity the Crown in your deck. In any event, we do move on to game 2. It's going to be core. Let me just get these set up here. So, for Smithers, or for game 2 rather, over in core, Smithers is going to be bringing that Iona Bar deck that I talked about. Absolutely has been his ace in the hole over the course of this tournament. If you saw over in the lower bracket, this deck absolutely demolished Pancake. Basically entirely due to Fit of Peak. 1 card, costs 1 AT, you can cycle it. Well, okay, it costs 0. It costs 1 AT if you want to play it again. You can cycle it as long as you have IT, doesn't even require there to be cards in the discard pile. You still do as much of the text as you can. And yeah, good luck. Good luck winning a face-off against Yonabar, necessarily. Chock a block full of other white events of good utility in here too. Most notably, because Bugle's deck, he's playing Grogar, he's got a good amount of troublemakers. That Surprise Ascension is something to consider. It's a way to get rid of a troublemaker, a pesky thorn in your side troublemaker for the turn. Key piece of removal as well in Posey. This deck is limited, very much so, on its ability to remove stuff from the opposing side. Posey is pretty much all that we've got, with the exception of Fashion Overload for resources. Yeah, and to some extent, to a lesser extent than Octavia does, but to some extent, Yonabar still has that same sort of issue with troublemakers, right? As long as you've got a friend involved and a supply of white events in your hand, you're good. But it's still not quite the amount of tool set that you've got from like blue with hasty stuff and dilemmas or that sort of thing. It's not as big of a weakness, but it is still something. Especially if you don't have Fit of Peak in hand. If you don't have Fit of Peak in hand, it's a bigger deal for sure. Also, once you've lost Surprise Concert as your opening problem, you assume Bugle is going to be eager to get rid of that as soon as possible. Over to Bugle's list. So this is the Grogar pink, and a little teensy weensy bit of white in the white Izzies. Although one of those is getting sideboarded out for this game. The one card that is not being sideboarded out, that has been boarded out in a few of his other games so far, is that Poison Joke. And that is a massive card for this matchup because Yonabar relies so much on the main's ability. And Poison Joke gets played on the main, turns him off for a turn, which is going to be Smithers' turn in this case. That is a absolute sort of must get rid of if you're Smithers, and that shows up into play because it kind of shuts down the whole strategy. Otherwise, the exhaust stuff that this deck can do as well in Violet and in Hitch also more effective than usual because Yonabar has such this propensity to stack boosts onto friends. Single target exhaust is often going to be more effective against this deck than it would other decks necessarily. Certainly more effective than it would be against a yellow deck, for example. So in that sense, the disruption tools that are on offer here are well suited to the matchup. So it's going to depend a lot, as we kind of so often say here. It's going to depend a lot on who kind of has the early initiative. Smithers is definitely the more aggressive deck. It's certainly capable of scoring points quickly. And yeah, we'll see when Bugle sets up the wall, when the troublemakers come in, the degree to which Smithers is able to get rid of them quickly, the degree to which, he's kind of able to keep up the momentum. Otherwise, once a sort of heavy control board state gets established, it's gonna be tough. With the limited amount of removal that Smithers has, it's going to be tough to break through things. But otherwise, we go to game 2. Bugle's 1 game away from the grand finals. Smithers 1 game away from going home in 3rd place.
You get choice again.
Oh yeah. Go first again.
Okay, makes
Smithers,
sense.
of course, wants to go first. Wants to get as much stuff in play as possible before Bugle can get things set up. That Sun
Yeah, I think
Smart
we
that
play this.
was so
I-
good
I am
against Cheese
Also going to keep this.
is not going to be quite as useful against Bugle, unfortunately.
Okay.
But those Huizottles
Take this
are
off.
at least
Off we go.
relatively
Gain 2.
quick to get out, as long as some amount of wreck can be established.
Okay.
And that coronation
Okay,
statue,
the coronation statue
yeah, we'll do it.
Yep, makes sense.
gives Unibar +2. And then I can pay 2 for Matilda.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I liked it. Time to confront Bugle.
Yeah. Now to boost my main turn 1 somehow.
And then some kind of counter. I usually use these.
Sure.
1.
We
One
saw
reset
in the
friendship.
last round Smithers having, sorry,
right.
in the match against
Okay.
Cheese,
Done?
Smithers
Well, I guess
having
you have
to
to be.
use Fidapicus
Yeah.
to score
Get the counter.
get rid of his AT.
3.
Being able to use it to confront a problem before your man's flipped,
Okay.
pretty good.
2 for Izzy.
In this case,
Get some magic counters. Put
Matilda's
that on the main.
confront reduction is
Because
symmetrical.
yes, Matilda
Yeah,
affects both of us.
so that is enough to confront.
And I think
on
it's
Bugle's
better
side.
for me to get you off the problem. You don't need magic counters, right? I can just pull these over here.
Nah.
Do we do that? I think we do. I think we do. 1 for a troublemaker to your problem.
That troublemaker is a Misty, the one that
Score phase.
exhausts a thing forever.
Yep.
Confront for 1.
The only legitimate target really is Matilda on the board as
You
currently
win.
stands.
Yeah, and I did not have more points than you, fortunately. Izzy will come home, and let's see what happens. Mystery. Okay, that's a bigger number.
Sure.
Go ahead.
All right. Gaining 2. Draw a card. Inspired.
Yeah, I suppose that is a thing you were entitled to.
Another Misty. Smithers will want to get rid of that. He wants to see as few troublemakers as he can.
Don't like that.
Okay, goodbye.
Fine, we'll do it this way. 0 for Arizodal.
Yep.
0 for Arizodal.
I know where every Aizodal is, I suppose.
Yeah. Found them all. 1 for Saddlerow. +2 to the Arizodal at my problem.
Makes sense.
Now I don't want this. I think Summoning Bell here.
Okay.
Another +2 to my problem.
Well, we can keep track of numbers.
Yeah. Exhaust for a Unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
And confront Surprise Concert.
Alright, yeah. So broadly, pretty efficient play.
I believe
in
that
the
is correct.
2 turns where Izionabar wasn't flipped.
I will not use the Saddle Row because I don't.
Interestingly, yeah.
Want
Saddle Row
action token so I can turn over.
can't be used. Yeah. Now Smithers is
I
unfortunately
suppose that is a consideration you had to make. Yeah.
out of a hand.
Wild.
Which will be.
And Aizodals are
Good.
Now my
now
Arizodal's
2 power.
permanent +1.
Okay. I will take 3, draw a card, then get to an interesting decision. Uncover Misty. So let's lock down Saddle Row.
Okay.
Yep. Saddle row, probably the best choice. Nothing really else that stands out as worthwhile.
Not actually a counter.
Yeah.
Then we will
A saddle
pay.
row counter.
Yes.
New tech just dropped.
We will pay 2. I guess it is a counter, just not that kind of counter.
Yeah. It's a marker.
Well, I meant it counter as in counter
Yeah.
play.
Yes, I guess.
We will give Izzy her craftmobile. We will then exhaust Izzy to draw a card and play a diamond tiara for 0
Craftmobile is another card in this deck that I
to help.
kind of slept on at
Says
first,
there is ego.
which is weird.
Shop.
It's
Yeah.
literally a discount.
And then that's it. That's the whole.
Don't know how I didn't realize how good that could be, given
Ready
how
and
good
bet.
all the other cards that do that have
Game
ever
3.
been.
Draw.
But we'll see. Yeah, Smithers is gonna live and die by his top decks. Misty is pretty good.
Misty is at 5.
Yes.
He's got 2 things at home, which can be used for the assist.
I'm not challenging that this turn.
Okay.
Go to score phase. Inspired.
Going to main phase. I assume you meant.
Yes, that is the word that I meant to use.
Another Misty on the Inspired, so
Fine.
getting rid of that too, I assume.
Give it another one.
Okay.
What are we doing? 1, 2, 3.
Let's see. So do you use the...
Definitely want
do
a
you
unicorn.
play the Misty now? You're of course not going to be able to DFO with it. We'll set up quite a few unicorns, but are you thinking Bugle's going to be DFOing anytime soon?
So we go exhaust 2.
Oh boy.
Pay 2. Misty.
Okay.
But it is the most efficient way to get power onto the field.
I have some
so
triggers.
reasonable if you want to get through Misty Troublemaker at some point.
+2 onto Aristotle. And 2 unicorns have 4, 5, 6. So let's have 1 more there. Yeah, and 1 there.
Makes sense.
And
Misty is of course a 5
yep,
power.
score phase.
The Troublemaker, that is.
Attempt Mystery Hope Hollow.
Yeah, that seems
4,
fine
5,
by me.
6, 7 is what Smithers has got over there now.
Ready.
Which is
Izzy.
good.
Gain 3.
Smithers' flip average is also pretty
eager.
good with a deck full of events.
Draw for turn. Oh, hello.
Some of the more important cards starting to assemble in Bugle's hand, though, now. The Daisy Lily Roseluck.
Let's exhaust Izzy and draw a 3rd card.
Pretty good.
A floating discount thing. Yeah, let's pay 2. For Violet here? Question mark. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Yeah, we want to get her out.
Location of the Violet is less of a concern because, of course,
without paying 3,
Bugle is going to be exhausting it on his turn a lot.
And 1 for hit.
Although I don't know, she's stubborn, so that doesn't matter as much.
And proceed to score phase.
That's fine.
Front for 1. Pass the turn.
Okay. Ready,
Right.
ready.
So surely Smooth
Get
is going to
ready.
challenge Misty this turn. He would really
Okay.
love to draw an event. Oof.
Yeah, there's not much to lose. I will challenge Misty.
Okay, so you are 7v5
75. No
At the moment.
tricks from
at the moment.
Smithers.
Okay, you win.
Okay.
Hurts
2
a
points
bit
for the
to flip that posy,
access to
though,
problem.
unfortunately. But Misty's gone at least. Clears the way to a DFO.
And access to my saddle bow in the future. Hmm.
Does need a little bit more power over its mystery
I
still.
play that there. Probably best
It's always a little bit sad.
to Sweetie Belle here.
Okay.
10 +2 to this unicorn. And we'll make another unicorn.
To start a DFO when you've got the person with all the unicorns.
Oh, sure, from Summoning Bell, sure.
But
Yeah, we do it this way around. Attempt to confront mystery.
Smithers enjoys
Yep.
points a lot more than he does AT.
1 point. Attempt to confront surprise concept.
Yep.
And face off.
And face off. You've got it.
Okay, that's 1 bonus.
And I will process mystery. I will find Allura.
Grogar and Allura. Bugle's hand.
Delete a bunch of unicorn tokens.
Tough situation.
Moments
ahead for
I want to
Smithers,
see
one
your problem
assumes.
before processing.
Does find another surprise concert, which certainly helps, though.
Oh, I think I really like keeping it at 0, believe it or not. So we'll put the magic counter on Hitch. We'll also exhaust Hitch for a magic counter.
Yeah, lose Matilda.
Did you inspired this turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe if I lose Matilda, then I don't have to miss inspired triggers again. That's how this works, right?
Yeah.
I think that's yeah, done at 4. Go.
Okay. So takes Smooth up to 6.
Owie Zodals are now 4
For
power
AT,
each.
The
Okay.
Ahooey Zodals are
Fair
scaling.
enough. Ready. Gain
Getting a
4.
little bit dangerous for Bugle, but he's
Draw
got Hitch online.
Card for Eager.
So he's
I don't
got
think I have
work
any
to
other
do.
triggers. Nope. Draw card for Eager. Draw
of course,
card
he's got
for
2
turn.
Daisy Lily and Roselux in hand, so those Hitch triggers are going to turn
Let's
into
go ahead and
removal as
exhaust Izzy for a floating discount. Oh, draw a card
he's
and
got-
then also a floating disc. Well,
as we see,
I guess
lots of card draw
technically
online
I get
as well
the
too,
discount first.
between this Eager
Not that it is
and his
meaningful in any
Craftsmobile.
capacity.
No.
He's eyeing those troublemakers. Seems like a good time to play him. As we saw, I believe it was Pancake who played Allura against
for a
Smithers.
troublemaker to
You
your
don't often
problem.
get lots of cards that you want to play
one
necessarily.
For troublemaker to my problem.
Mm-hmm.
But
And
still
let's
an
pay
effective troublemaker
1
all the same.
for some flower ponies. And Oh, I have a home limit issue. Could fix that. Probably want to fix that. So yeah, we're going to exhaust 3 friends and turn Grogar over.
Bugle did promise us at some point that this deck actually does want to turn over Grogar sometimes. Doing that lets you search your deck for a resource. And there's that
Find
poison
joke. We're gonna pay 1 for poison joke on your main.
Okay.
And now I don't have a home limit problem, and I will pass the turn. And let me know when I have priority.
Okay.
The other thing, of course, that Discord does is
ready.
allows you to flip the bottom card of your deck if you want.
Oh,
For
18's
face-offs.
first. And you have priority.
And
No, it is ready
has
first.
+1.
That's how the orange
for each
problem
card
works.
type that you have banished.
We will exhaust
nothing
poison
for Bugle
joke.
right now.
Can I separate these? Yes. Okay, so my main loses abilities this turn.
Yes.
It's fine. Next up was drawing a card.
Smithers,
to move.
yeah, does at least still have the surprise concert, so not totally without boosts. Although his hand is missing.
They're currently
missing those
4?
crucial white events.
Yep.
Each. Okay, I'm betting I know what the next play is, and yeah, let's pay 1 and midnight snack this Aoizodal.
Okay.
So you get to add 4 power to another friend.
Sure. I guess put it on the other Arizodal.
Sure.
Midnight Snack, honestly, is such a cool
That's
event because it incentivizes you to play it.
Add another +2 to
with most removal, you're incentivized to play it like as
From
late as
surprise
possible.
concert,
the heck of it.
But with Midnight Snack,
for unicorn.
there are more interesting things you can do. You want to sort of preempt stuff so that, to the extent possible, that transferred power is less useful.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, and front surprise concert.
I will ready Violet to exhaust Aoizodal. And then I will dismiss Aoizodal.
Fine. End my turn.
Okay, game 4.
We can see
cards.
this is starting to get problematic for Smithers. With Hitch on line, with a Daisy Lily Rose Luck out,
right?
With a lack of cards in hand.
Then we'll move to Troublemaker phase.
Okay.
We will frighten the unicorn, and Allura will snatch a card.
Becoming popular. That's
Let's go ahead and exhaust
worst card.
That sounds like the logical first thing to do.
I could have grabbed.
Draw card for turn. Okay. Yeah, I believe I am in fact going to play Becoming Popular. I've talked myself into it.
Sure.
So, first we will gain control of the only choice. Hi, Sweetie Belle. Then we are going to make some token copies of Craftmobile.
Okay. And I get to put this on one of my friends.
Yeah, I will put Craftmobile into play on Violet. Oh, I guess we already had token. This goes to your discard pile.
Yep. Over to our coronation statue for an action token?
Yeah. Yeah.
Coronation statue proc off of your own
Bet
card.
you never expected to proc it off of your card.
No.
Good to notice that. Remember, it's in play.
We'll exhaust Violet to draw a card and another discount. Oh, Poison Joke is ready, I suppose. Then we'll pay 0.
Okay, yeah, Crafting Beal on Violet is kind of rude.
It's very strong.
Yeah.
Then we'll pay 0 for another Flower Ponies. Then we will go to Score Phase.
Yep.
Confront for a point. Immediately after confronting, I am going to exhaust Hitch, remove a counter to exhaust Misty, and then I will dismiss Misty.
Yep.
Oof. Yeah.
Then it's your turn, and I'll exhaust Poison Joke at my first opportunity.
Poison Joke's still in play. This is just...
Yep, go ahead.
Walls closing in on Smithers for sure.
And draw.
There's the Fitter Peak. Too late,
Oh,
unfortunately.
I had to retire Sweetie Belle to home limit, sorry.
It is at least, like,
How terrible.
if you can get rid of the Poison Joke, Yonabar can just power themselves off of Fitter Peak. So there's that at least. We need to find a fashion overload, and he's got a Salaro storefront to retire to.
Try and find something in the deck.
Sure.
So that line is available.
Drop.
There it is.
Pay the drop. Just pay nothing for Coronation Statue.
Yep.
I guess problem gives +2 to Unibar.
Yep. Could be relevant.
It won't. I'm gonna pay to move them.
Okay.
And that's all.
Yeah. Fashion overload is immediate. You want to wait on that to make sure that Bugle
I see.
doesn't get the chance to play another one.
Ready some cards.
Poison Joke, that is. I think it's unique. Pretty sure it is.
Gain 4. Let's process Allura first. Oh, that's familiar. I think we are intentionally not processing Eager, as I am drawing enough cards as it is at the moment. So draw card for turn.
Bugle does, of course, have those melted expectations, which are good enough
I think
against
there's no reason
Yonabar
not to
on
do
their
that.
own. But he doesn't have those forever, at least.
Exhaust Violet. Oh, I suppose I should have done that. Yeah, whatever. Exhaust Violet. Draw card. Pay 0 for Hitch over here. I suppose I should banish Grogar. I forgot to do that last turn. Troublemaker. Shuffle deck.
Bugle's, yeah, kind of got everything he needs. He's confronting a problem. He's got Disruption online, double DC Lillian Roseluck, 1 in reserve, spare Troublemakers.
Let's pay 2 for Family Blanket. Magic counter on
give
Hitch.
a quick supply of magic to Hitch. Dare I say we're looking at a fully operational battle station.
Confront.
For anyone who still remembers.
And pass the turn.
Mhm.
But yeah, Smithers
Game
is going to be able to get rid of that poison joke in time for this troublemaker face-off.
First time I have priority. Which happens first.
Yeah, you
And
have
he is
priority
able to
first.
get rid of it before Bugle is able to exhaust it.
Fashion overload. Coronation statue into poison joke.
Okay. Makes a lot of sense. You have some
And
triggers.
I have some triggers. We'll have +4 on Unibar.
Okay.
Because I've got nowhere else to put it. Then we'll get to drawing a card.
Yep.
So he's got a chance. Going up against Allura here.
Troublemaker phase. Challenge Allura.
7v5. Hold on. Do I want to flip the bottom of my deck? Nah, it's fine. We're good. Okay.
Second posy
I
flip.
have 10
We're
to your 9.
Certainly
winning
not
that
what
already.
Smithers wanted to see.
So we'll play a Fit of Peak and get it back.
Okay, what are you banishing?
Yeah. Where the top
Poison
card
joke?
is. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's relevant because of Discord, right?
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's
Okay.
You don't want to banish
already
Bugle's cards.
Oh, no, it's your
to the
banish,
extent
so.
you can.
Only my banish, so yeah.
So,
I guess maybe
do
I'll start
prefer to
banishing my
banish
cards then.
his own stuff with Fit of Peak.
Sure, if you want.
I don't have a use for them in the. Well, I have a use for Coronation Statue potentially, but nothing else.
Okay. So banishing Fashion Overload. Okay. And you're gaining 4 power on Yonabar.
Yeah,
Okay.
4 more.
We will exhaust this hitch to exhaust Yonabar.
Yeah. And then I've got nothing more.
Okay.
And that is, unfortunate too. With only one hitch, it's kind of possible to eventually get there.
I think
but
your board state is too good. I'm going to concede.
with 2
Yeah,
hitches,
perfectly valid. I
it's
don't
tough.
think you have an out.
I don't think there's a way out from this.
And it turned out that's all there was for Smithers, unfortunately. A wise concession. It's true that it was well set up. There wasn't much that could be done with the posies in the bottom of the deck for sure. That is going to be him out in 3rd place after fine tournament legacy, some excellent matches, and 3rd place is one of the spots that gives you points for next year, so we certainly hope to see him back next time around. And that does mean that our grand final for next week is set. It's going to be Bugle and Bigcheese, and I'll tell you, I'm looking forward to this one. Both of them have looked just unstoppable in the matches that they've played so far. We know Bugle's decks are capable of some tough, hard locks, as we've seen, just in there, Grogar throwing things down. But of course, we saw Cheese with his mill deck utterly annihilate Andrew and pull through things with Fluttershy Hitch. Yeah, honestly, this really does feel like a Clash of the Titans in this grand final. So should be a properly epic conclusion for the tournament. We pay attention to Discord for time. So one thing about the grand final is that it has the potential to be longer than a regular match, because we play best of 5 and give Bigcheese the 1 game in hand for being in the upper bracket. So it is possible, depending on how long the match goes, that next week the stream might start earlier than usual. Of course, that will be reflected in the announcement, so as I say, just keep an eye on Discord and all the details will be there. But regardless, we're going to have some big time opponent card action to finish the tournament off next week. as for this week, well, that's all we got. Bit of a shorter stream this week, but sometimes that's how it goes. Thanks as ever to the folks that we have watching. Your comments and your time are greatly appreciated, and we hope that you'll join us back here again next week. I definitely am going to have guests if you're tired of hearing me talk. So got that to look forward to. But otherwise, I will let you have summer evening back. It's always great fun doing this, and we'll see you next week.